Found the missing patrols, or was something else on your mind? Remain diligent, outsider. If those patrols are in trouble, every second you delay lessens their chances of rescue.
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Hardin. I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say? As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years. And those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by. And many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations. And all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed. I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an Elder and come up with nothing. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me, which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters. The fact that the Elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line open to the man himself. In short, you're in a perfect position to help me. Will you at least think about it? You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it. And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me, and we'll move from there.
As much as I'm sick of Taggart's VR sims, I have to admit, we wouldn't be combat ready without them.
Look, this isn't a great time. Oh, what the hell. It's not like we're making any progress. I'm Ibsen, and I hope your day is going better than mine is. Yeah, I'm in charge of keeping this data system up and running, but accessing it is a little, touch and go at the moment. One of our exploratory patrols, back when we had exploratory patrols, found a data disk in some ruins out in the waste. Well, we finally got around to cataloging the damn thing and got shut out of our own data store the second it loaded. Turns out it had a virus on it. Yeah, some pre-war jackass with too much time on his hands apparently decided to inflict his misery on those around him. It's scrambling all the terminals here at the moment. Luckily, we only use this section for storing historical data. I suppose it couldn't hurt to get another pair of eyes on this. Maybe you'll be able to come up with something coming at it fresh. While the entire system is infected, the virus itself is spread across 3 terminals. The problem is that it keeps moving periodically. We'll have it nailed down in a terminal or 2, only to have it jump to another set of terminals before we locate the 3rd. I'm almost out of ideas, so you'd be more than welcome to.
If it's not broken power armor, it's broken electrical fixes.
Thank God I didn't join the Fiends. My old crew never did as many chems as they do. They're a different breed entirely. Also, they wear weird hats.
Does Ramos know you're walking around?
Why
without
are
a
we
car?
hiding down here? We should be avenging our fallen brothers.
I met some weird people when I was a prostitute. Some of the clients were like something straight out of a comic book. Checkered suits.
Hello, you must be the outsider everyone's talking about. I'm Linda Schuller. If you ever need medical attention, this is the place to come. We always make sure to keep an ample supply of Radaway. Most of us haven't had the exposure outsiders like you take for granted. Here we go. You'll be rad-free in no time.
Masks, you name it.
Paladin?
Doc Schuller is a lifesaver. I was heard in training.
Your presence here, let's just say it's highly irregular. Outsiders aren't even allowed to know that our bunker's here, let alone come and go freely. You impressed Elder McNamara, obviously. He must believe that you'd be very useful. That's right. Nothing gets in or out of here without me knowing it. Normally, that would have fallen under my jurisdiction, but the Elder thought it'd provide a good test for you, so I backed off. Under the lockdown, only essential personnel are permitted to enter or leave. That includes supply runners and high-security patrols. All other personnel are forbidden to leave, and any personnel that were out there when the lockdown was enacted are forbidden from returning. Fine by me. So, you've been talking to Hardin, eh? He's been looking for a way to usurp McNamara ever since the lockdown started. Don't get me wrong, he's a good man. But Elder McNamara has done all right by us. If it weren't for him, none of us would have survived at Helios. I'll tell you what I told Hardin. There have been only a few cases of elders being dismissed from their posts in the Brotherhood's history. And those involve crimes that someone like Elder McNamara is just not capable of. You can look it up for yourself if you want. I'll grant you access to that portion of the history section of our data store. See Senior Scribe Ibsen about accessing it. I'm sure someone's told you all this before. Several years back, we were running our chapter out the Helios 1 solar power station. Our elder at the time, Elijah, had some kind of obsession with the place, which is the only reason we stayed as long as we did. That place was hardly defensible, and we knew the NCR was moving in on us, but the elder refused to budge, insisting that he just needed more time. We never found out what he needed time for. Wave upon wave of NCR troopers hit us from all directions. We held out for a time, but we were grossly outnumbered, and they had more men than we had ammo. Eventually our positions collapsed. Elder Elijah was nowhere to be found, so McNamara took charge and led what remained of us on a counteroffensive west. We lost a lot of men and women, but we broke through and made it here. Make no mistake, McNamara saved this chapter that day. Who was Elijah more like? He was our elder before McNamara. Bright guy, but just between you and me, he was a little off. Our mission is to recover and preserve the technology of the past, but Elijah wanted more. He sought ways to improve upon technology, make it better. When we found Helios 1, he was like a kid in a candy store. Kept talking about the potential and a grand design never realized. He even insisted we set up our base there, against the objection of nearly every paladin. What followed is a whole other story. Bye.
The other day and she fixed me right up.
Thank God I didn't join the Fiends. My old crew never did as many chems as they do. They're a different breed entirely. Also, they wear weird hats. Time to die, asshole. Bring it on, you fuck. When I was in the vault, we used to do this thing called the GOAT exam. It was whack. I'm pretty sure it said I was a security officer or something. I'm putting you in the dirt. Fuck. When I was in the vault, we used to do this thing called the GOAT exam. It was whack. I'm pretty sure it said I was a security officer or something. I'm putting you in the dirt. The weather is less shit here compared to back home, though it's kind of orange, don't you think? Die, asshole. Time to die, asshole. Time to die, asshole. Don't know, don't care. I'm putting you in the dirt.
Hello there. It's good to see a friendly face. I almost took you for a raider, I did. Name's Malcolm. Malcolm Holmes. Don't suppose you'd care to trade. I'm missing a few essentials and... screw this. Lying just ain't in my nature. I'll tell it to you straight. I've been following you for a good bit now. Okay. You're a dangerous sort, I get that. But I have some information I think you'll find useful, which made me follow you for a spell. It started off innocently enough. I was traveling, as I often do, and happened to observe you picking up one of those blue star caps. You didn't show any reaction to it, so I figured you didn't know what you'd gotten your hands on. Fine. Just do me a favor. If you find more of those things and plan on keeping them, watch out for a man named Alan Marks. He's killed more than a few people to collect as many of those caps as he can, and your ignorance as to what they are won't protect you.
Gasher's goons ain't got shit on us. Bring it on, you fuck.
Hello there.
Don't know, don't care. Sharing the loot, are we? Okay, sure.
That's close enough. What do you want with the Great Khans? You can ask, but why would I do that? Carl told me all about the life in the Legion. He says I've got all the makings of a speculatory. What? No, What do you mean aren't allowed to serve? Why would he lie about that? That lying little weasel. I almost fell for it too. All right, you've got a deal. You can tell Papa I won't support an alliance. Later.
Hey. Yeah?
Right behind you.
Poor Snuffles. Wish somebody could do something about his leg.
Let me ask you a question. What's the tastiest thing you've ever eaten? Oh, Well, no accounting for taste, I guess. Anyway, I've got this recipe for a Deathclaw omelet that I've been itching to try out. Trouble is, I need a Deathclaw egg. Kind of obvious, I suppose. I don't have much in the way of money, but I'd be willing to share the secret of the recipe. The quarry just north of here is full of Deathclaws, so there's bound to be an egg or two in there somewhere. Of course, a Deathclaw egg from anywhere will do. According to my Aunt Rose, those things have a ridiculously long shelf life. My great-aunt Rose ran a bed and breakfast back in California, in a town called Modoc. She's the one who created the recipe in the first place. I don't know how she managed to get a hold of a female Deathclaw, but she kept it in a shed. Aunt Rose had a steady supply of eggs for her omelets. At least, she did until some stranger came along and killed the Deathclaw, shot it right in the eye. All right. Do you need anything to eat or drink? Yeah? Sure thing. All right, then.
Poor Snuffles. Wish somebody could do something about his leg.
Man, maybe I was just seeing things. But I could have sworn I saw some people up on the ridge by the quarry.
You need something? Coming from anyone else, I'd say they were drunk or crazy. But that look in your eyes, I believe you. I can pay you, but it ain't much for what you pulled off. I'll get on the ham radio first thing and tell people all about you, though.
I don't know why you guys in the West use other forms of currency. It's weird. Why not just use caps? They're much easier to deal with, you know? Okay, sure. I'll...
Another glorious day in this man's army.
Right behind you.
It's killing time! What if we force
I don't know why you
someone
guys in the
gut?
West use other forms of currency. It's weird. Much easier to deal with, you know?
Move along.
Jet for breakfast, Psycho for lunch, Buff out for dinner, and Mentat.
Have a nice day.
Any progress with the boomers? There's more than one way to skin a cat, as the saying goes. Or went, that is. Cats being extinct. I don't promote political assassination as a first option, but it has a long and storied history. I'll consider the boomers neutralized. Your next assignment won't take you far. It concerns the Omertas and their den of vice, Gomorrah. As the decisive encounter between the bull and the bear looms close, my concerns about the Omertas have grown. I've never expected loyalty, mind you. A reliably underhanded tribe is just as constant to deal with as one that always runs true. But that's just it. Lately, the Omerta's cooperative silence has been deafening. Not a single complaint. They're up to something. The Omertas are fanatically loyal to each other. Still, among any group, one can find the occasional degenerate. Gomorrah's receptionist happens to be one. For years, she passed on whispers of what was taking place at the casino in exchange for payment. A few months ago, she clammed up. Odds are she's scared. But I've had no way of approaching her. Start with her.
Nothing like bashing some skulls in, am I right? Okay, sure. I'll hold here for a while.
What if we fuse Psycho and Jet together? Please, give me some of your chems! We should force someone to eat their own friend. You pig.
Right behind you. Sometimes you gotta make tough calls and rob someone less fortunate than you.
Hey, no one but Omertas are allowed to carry guns into Gomorrah. Check your weapons with me. You'll get these back on.
Jet for breakfast, Psycho for lunch, Buff...
Hello and welcome to Gomorrah. What can I help you with today? I knew someone would call in that mark soon. What do you want to know? All I can tell you is to find Caccino. He's the lowest level lieutenant you're going to be able to talk to. Some of the girls say he's been involved in some shady business the family wouldn't really like. Ask him about it. Feel free to head to our club, Brimstone, or you can see our gorgeous courtyard out behind the casino. Sorry, we don't have any hotel rooms available right now, but feel free to gamble or help yourself to our other services. I sure do, but loose lips sink ships. All right, you look pretty trustworthy. I hear you've actually been inside Lucky 38. You're the first person who's been in there in as long as anybody can remember. Not much of a rumor, but I hear the Tops is always looking for new talent. Lord knows they've needed it for a long time. I've heard some pretty shady rumors about the Ultralux. I'm not sure what the deal is, but although they try to put on airs, that place is just plain creepy. Maybe it's the masks. It's hard to believe that not too long ago, most of the families on the Strip were little more than warring tribes. The Omertas even had a big war with the Khans once upon a time. Sorry, that's all the news worth talking about. All I have, at least. Bye.
Buff out for dinner and mentats before bed. Just make sure to down it with some beer or whiskey when you're done.
What the fuck are you looking at? Caccino? Get out of my face.
I hear you've been asking questions about me, dickweed. What the fuck do you want? Business? What the fuck do you mean business? You looking to get yourself burned? Now you start talking real clear, and I mean fucking crystal clear, because I'm about to lose my patience. I don't give half a dick what you heard. Now get the fuck out of my face before I burn your sorry ass.
The weather is less shit here compared to back home, though
Holy
it's
shit,
kind of orange.
been in
don't
Lucky
you think?
38? You meet the big man in there?
One time I cut the hands and feet off a dude, it was really funny. He woke up screaming. Didn't last long before he bled out though, which sucked.
Did Benny beg before you burned this son? You again? What the fuck do you want? Where the fuck did you get that? Okay, listen, buddy. That's some dangerous shit you got there. That book can get me killed if the wrong people see it. Let's talk. What do you want? What can I do for you? I can pay you for it, of course. I also have some information about the family's business that you might find interesting. Between you and I, we can break up what they're planning, maybe save some lives. Mine included, of course. Oh, here's some caps. Now give me the journal. Alright, there we go. So let me tell you what I know about the family's business. The bosses, Big Sal and Nero, have been working for a while on this. They're arming themselves like an army, using this new guy, Troik. They also brought in a specialist named Clarendon. At least that's what they introduced him as. I got no fucking idea. They let him have the run of the place, though. He seems like a nice guy, but he makes me nervous. He's a little arrogant, but he's too nice. Too open. I've never seen him fucking or gambling. Everyone has a vice, but this guy seems like the Pope. Okay, toss him at me. He's a skittish little fucker. Spends half the day pumping his body full of chems and the other half pumping hookers with his willy. He has some kind of connections, so he's able to smuggle huge shipments of weapons into the Strip. The boss has got him by the short hairs. We covered up a hooker he killed while flying on some psycho, so he gets us guns in exchange for not ratting. Okay, you can find me here or upstairs in my room. I'll let the muscle know you're a friend of mine. That should let you get around a little easier.
The Tops is a real snooze fest. I hope they get some new shows soon.
Things are getting stranger every day.
Hey there, can I get you a drink? Maybe a party favor?
Having sex on Psycho Buff is fucking amazing. We should do that sometime.
The weather is less shit here compared to back home.
I hear the
it's
Legion's
kind of
moving
orange,
some
don't
new
you think?
tough muscle into the area. Securitrons with faces like soldiers. Is this martial law or something? What the... I hear you've been making some waves around here. I tell you, Not at Home is gonna have his day.
I got an idea. What if we inject a ghoul with that green stuff super mutants use? Then we can create a ghoul super mutant. That'd be awesome.
Find yourself a girl, or a guy. Have some fun. Bob.
Thank God I didn't join the Fiends. My old crew never did as many chems as they do. They're a different breed entirely. Also, they wear weird hats.
Who are you? I didn't do anything. Leave me alone. I don't see how that's your business. I'm just a guest here, having a little fun. Oh, man. I don't even like to think about it. All that goddamn blood. It was just in the hotel like any other night. I took some chems with the girl I was with, but I never black out. I did this time, though. Next thing I knew, I woke up, she was lying next to me, stabbed dead. There was a knife next to the bed, and I was covered in her blood. I keep a little switchblade tucked away with me. You never know when you might find some trouble. All right, have at it. That night, mostly buff out. I like to cut it with a little bit of jet and wash it down with some whiskey. That was my standard Saturday night. Like I said, pretty standard for me. I can handle my shit. What do you want to talk about? Cachino? Cachino what? Are you kidding me? He must be trying to get me killed. Yeah? Well, fuck that. The bosses have my number and I'm a company man while they got the goods on me. More power to you if you can, but keep me out of it. I've been doing business with Big Saul, so he's going to be your man. You again. Make it quick. Yeah?
Driver Nephi is the coolest motherfucker I've ever met. I want a golf club just like him. Maybe mine can have spikes. That'd be fucking sick.
Welcome back to Gomorrah. Find yourself a girl or a guy and have a drink. Your family.
Hey, nice to meet you. Do you need help with something? Cachino. Yeah, I've heard the name. Not sure why he'd send you to me. Is he helping out with room service or something? I'm a close friend of some of the family around here. I do some independent contracting around the casino, and they set me up with this great room. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Bye. Good to see you again. Hope you're winning some money in here. Cachino. Later.
Thief!
I miss Billy. He's my favorite. Maybe I'll have him for dinner sometime.
Sometimes you gotta make tough calls and rob someone less fortunate than you. It's life. But never feel guilt when you steal from someone in a suit.
Wandering the Mojave makes you wish for a genocide. If I could nuke this shithole, I would. I want it eradicated. Piles of bodies everywhere.
You seen that tower on the strip all lit up? You could see it for miles.
When I was in the vault, we used to do this thing called the GOAT exam. It was whack. I'm pretty sure it said I was a security officer or something.
Wandering the Mojave makes you wish for a genocide. If I could nuke this shithole, I would. I want it eradicated. Piles of bodies everywhere.
Good to see you again. I'm a close friend of some of the family around here. I do some independent contracting around the casino, and they set me up with this great room. I'm a close friend of some of the family around here. I do some independent contracting around the casino, and they set me up with this great room. I'm a close friend of some of the family around. Casino? Yeah, I've heard the name. Not sure.
I once knew someone who beat a deathclaw to death with their bare hands. I helped her skin it.
When I was in the vault,
Find
we used to
yourself
do
a
this thing
girl
called the
or a
GOAT
guy.
exam. It
Have
was
some
whack.
fun.
I'm pretty sure it said I was a security officer or something.
You again? Make it quick. Looks like the war's ratcheting up. I hear the NCR is bringing in elite troops.
Damn, you're looking tasty. Don't walk
I got
away.
an idea. What
Let
if
me
we
show you
inject
the
a
time
ghoul
of
with that
your
green
life.
stuff super mutants use?
Damn, you're
Then we
looking
can create
tasty.
a ghoul super mutant. That'd be awesome.
Holy shit. You been in Lucky 38? You meet the big man in there? Holy shit. You been in Lucky 38? You meet the overboss in there?
Be sure to check out the courtyard. Some of the hottest asses in New Vegas shaking out there.
My old crew weren't the kind of people to mindlessly
There's some
kill
serious
others.
shit going on
We
between
picked our
NCR
jobs
and the
carefully
Legion.
and were
We better not
mercs
fuck
more
with
than
our
raiders. It was fun.
I got an idea. What if we inject a ghoul with that green stuff super mutants use? Then we can create a ghoul super mutant. That'd be awesome.
You know you want a piece of this. Give me some sugar.
The weather is less shit here compared to back home, though it's kind of orange,
Get
don't you
fucked.
think?
The fuck are you looking at? I hear the Legion is moving some new tough muscle into the area. NCR better keep their heads down.
I miss Billy. He's my favorite. Maybe I'll have him for dinner sometime.
Hey, you're Cucino's friend. You got business with me? Sorry, but I don't know you from Adam, and you don't have any business getting in our business. Ah, Troik. What's he want? Some more jet? A fresh batch of girls? Maybe a guy or two this time. Why would I want to do that? Yeah, I see where you're coming from. Okay, tell Troik he can hit the road. We run a hotel. What do you think our business is? All right, come back anytime.
I got kicked out of Ultralux the other day. Man, that place gives me the fucking freaks. I'm glad they don't let just any motherfucker through the gate. Freeside smells
My old
like
crew
shit.
weren't the kind of people to mindlessly kill others. We picked our jobs carefully and were mercs more than raiders. It was fun.
Bosses don't like no trouble in their
If it
place.
breathes, we shoot it. If it walks and talks, we shoot it again. If it pleads and begs, we shoot it until there's nothing left.
You again. Make it quick. Cucino? Cucino what? Are you kidding me? He must be trying to get me killed. Yeah? Well, fuck that. The bosses have my number and I'm a company man while they got the goods on me. See ya. You again. Make it quick. I don't see how that's your business. I'm just a guest here, having a little fun. Holy shit. Really? Okay, I'll help you. But I'm getting the hell out of here first chance I get. They're keeping them in a little utility section down off the basement. I don't know what they're arming themselves for, but I know it isn't for the good of mankind. I'm pretty proud of myself. It's a stroke of genius if I could be so modest. The whole arrangement starts with an old buddy of mine in the Republic. He's responsible for packing and shipping supplies to the NCR on the Strip. He marks some containers as food and medical and packs them with guns and other shit. From there, it took just a couple of greased palms to get someone to let me cherry pick a container or two out of every shipment. Easy as pie. Okay, try and be fast about it. As a little pet project, I've been making some thermite. Thermite burns as hot as the devil's asshole and can melt through just about anything. I've been keeping it so if the family betrays me, I can hopefully do some damage before I end up dead or in jail. Okay, here's the thermite and a key to the room where the guns are stored. Place the thermite on the crates in the room. I rigged the light switch outside the room to kick off a spark big enough to hold the thermite. That should turn that shit into molten slag. As soon as we're done talking, I'm gonna make myself like a ghost. I don't want to be anywhere near here when the bosses find out. Thermite is a mix of rust and aluminum dust. If you add a little heat, a massive amount of heat is spit out. It gives off enough heat to melt through just about anything. It should make short work of the weapons. Okay, cool.
When I was in the vault, we used to do this thing called the GOAT exam. It was whack. I'm pretty sure it said I was a security officer or something.
I once knew someone who beat a deathclaw to death with their bare hands. I helped her skin it.
Did Benny beg before you burned his sorry ass?
I really don't like Cook.
Sometimes you gotta make tough calls and rob someone less fortunate than you. It's life.
I hear the Legion is moving some new tough muscle into the area. NCR better keep their heads down.
I once knew someone who beat a deathclaw to death with their bare hands. I helped her skin it.
You got something you need to talk about? All right, come back anytime.
Hey, what can I do for you? Whoa, you managed to pull that off? Solid work. That ought to gum up the boss's plans. Now we cut off the head of the serpent. Big Saul and Nero have to die. As long as they're alive, they can start up their plans again. All you've managed to do is stall them. I guarantee you they have contingencies. Hurry and get ready. I'll give you a gun when you get to the room.
Things are getting stranger every day.
Thank God I didn't join the Fiends. My old crew never did as many chems as they do. They're a different breed entirely. Also, they wear weird hats.
One time I cut the hands and feet off a dude, it was really funny. He woke up screaming. Didn't last long before he bled out though, which sucked.
It's time for the meeting with the bosses. We can't chit-chat right now.
You got something you need to talk about?
Hey, here's that gun I promised you. I suggest using it while they are talking.
Let's have some
Pretty
words.
sure they're gonna kill you
Take
after
a
they
seat
talk.
on the couch so we can get to talking.
It's time for the meeting with the bosses. We can't chit-chat right now.
Get fucked.
Hell yeah. Already. Nice clip there. Nice clip there. Hey, thanks for all the hard work back there. I'm gonna run a tight ship here, don't you worry. Of course, after all you did for me, here are some chips for you. Play, have some fun. Bye.
Don't know, don't care.
I hear the Legion is moving some new tough muscle in here.
What do you have to report about the Omertas? Well done. They won't be causing any trouble then. Your next assignment is to locate and destroy remnants of the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel. The NCR nearly did the job at Helios 1 a few years ago, but there seem to have been survivors, unfortunately. Given the Brotherhood's fanatical views on technology, they can be counted on to oppose my regime. Please, put them out of my misery. You're absolutely right. You must have had run-ins with them, as have I. Since 2278, I've lost 5 roaming Securitrons near Hidden Valley. I didn't receive any clear video of the incident, but telemetry from the units destroyed indicates they were attacked with energy weapons. It's obvious that the Brotherhood has a base in Hidden Valley or thereabouts. Finding it won't be easy, but getting inside will be the real trick. From time to time, the NCR has assaulted Brotherhood bunkers. In 4 of the 6 incidents I know of, the bunkers self-destructed. I surmise it's standard practice for the Brotherhood to install a self-destruct system. It's consistent with their uncompromising nature. You might use that against them, or kill them another way, it's up to you. Return when it's done.
Okay, sure.
You're so fucking boring.
My old crew weren't the kind of people to mindlessly kill others. We picked our jobs carefully, and were mercs more than raiders.
Thank you for visiting New Vegas.